right, Jas Prince, what's good?
What's good, man?
Everything, man. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, man. It's a blessing.
Absolutely. So first of all, you got a new artist, Stith.
Mm-hmm.
Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, it's Tone Stith.
I was listening to some of the music. It is dope, and it kind of reminds me of Chris Brown a little bit.
Okay, yeah, a little resemblance.
A little resemblance, and he actually wrote for Chris Brown before, right?
Yeah. He wrote Liquor. Yeah, well, excuse me. He wrote and produced Liquor for Chris Brown, and also Make Love, and both of them are on the royalty album.
So how did you end up hooking up with Stith originally?
Well, actually through Justin Bieber, in a way. Me and Bieber were kicking at his house, listening to music, and he was like, "Bro, I have it's this boy group that I found on YouTube that I like, that they had covered one of my songs." He was like, "I want you to check it out." So I checked it out. He played it for me. That's when Tone was in a group called SJ3. So he played it for me, and I was like, "They're dope." He was like, "It reminds me of a new Boys to Men," he was saying. I was like, "I could see it." So he was like, "I want you to reach out to him." He was like, "I know you're good at, finding artists and blah, blah, blah. I really don't have the time for it, so just reach out." So of course I reached out to him. I sent them a message, and they reached back. And during that time, I guess Justin was busy on the road or whatever. And I was like, "I got the group. What do you want to do with them?" He never responded to me, so I signed him, and that was that.
Okay, so you signed him as a group, but now you're focusing on
His solo project.
On Tone Stith as a solo artist. Why is that?
Yes. Just for numerous of reasons. I don't think the labels was looking for a group at that time. And we had several meetings. And just, I kind of, saw through what they were looking at, and, they wanted Tone. So I had to, I kept trying to push the group and make it happen, but, it just wasn't the right time for it. I'm not saying there could never be a group, but right now, we're going to focus on Tone Project.
Okay. Now, how did the rest of the group take the news that you're not focusing on just Tone?
I think in the beginning, everyone was a little, salty, but after, I explained to them the bigger picture, they get it. And we all still work, so it's, they all play a big part of, YMG and everything, from writing, producing, to video, to, whatever we need to do. So, they're very intelligent young men.
Okay, now how'd you end up hooking him up with Chris Brown?
Just me being me, having the relationships I have and the friends, and, knowing Chris is working on a project, and just having my guys give us my ear, and, playing it for Chris. And I know that, once I played it for him, he will like it. So he cut like 5 or 6 songs of Tone's music, and 2 of them are on the album.
Okay, now were they actually together when they were working on the songs, or was it just reference tracks?
It was reference tracks. They were already completed. There were Tone songs.
Okay.
So
now, how did he react to having 2 songs on Chris Brown's album?
I think any kid would be, especially like in this age of having someone like Chris. Thank Chris for giving us that opportunity. Having someone like Chris to really just accept the gift that Tone has. So he was very excited, especially the first time he heard it. He was like, "Oh, bro, it really happened." I was like, "We got much more to do, so just don't take this one."
So who else has he been working with outside of Chris Brown?
Numerous of people. We just, we kind of work for ourselves, and then if someone likes it or whatever, if the opportunity permits, we'll let them have it. But I'm really focused on Tone. That's my next big thing.
I mean, was there a certain degree of, man, like, this could be Tone's hit songs, but Chris Brown is like one of the biggest artists in the world, so what do we do here,
I never thought of it like that, because this is what we do. Like, we make great music. So I'm not just gonna hold on something and feel like, oh, this could have been it, because this kid does it all day. So it never was that, oh man, this could have been his song, or no. I mean, I feel like everything we've done so far has been, a good game plan to what's gonna come.
Okay. Now, he signed to you under your label.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how how involved are you with the actual music making process?
I'm all the way involved. I'm there from helping create it to being in here to everything. Me trying to sing notes, trying to tell him what I hear. Can you do it? He gets it. So I'm totally involved. I'm probably more involved than anybody.
Okay. Like, how good is your singing, or how bad is your singing?
My singing?
Yeah.
Oh, I sound good.
You sound good?
I sound
okay.
I sound like I'm like Lil Mike.
Okay. I mean, you see a lot of the, when you look at the really successful CEOs, label CEOs, they're not hands off. Certain ones are hands off. Like Steve Rifkin, from Loud SRC was fairly hands off. But there's other people, like Baby, who are really hands on.
Right.
Like, Puffy, super hands on. Like
Right.
he's in the studio, he's working on the stuff. I mean, you're trying to be one of the CEOs that are hands on, or eventually be hands off?
I'm always gonna be hands on because I love being in the studio. I love creating. I love just all around just the music business. So I'm always gonna be hands on. I feel like if I'm not in here, I'm missing something, and I have to be around. If I'm not in here, I'm FaceTiming them or I'm on Skype. Like I'm here. So.
Mm-hmm. So what's next for Tone Stith?
It's I want the world to hear. I tell everybody we making music for the world, not just the neighborhood. So it's time for the world to hear he's an amazing artist, man. Like he does everything. He plays all instruments. He creates, everything that you're going to hear from Tone is 100% him. From the writing to the production to the arrangements to everything. So he's dancing like he's that person. If I could pick 3 people that I could say is Tone, it would be Mike, Prince, and Quincy, all in one.
Michael Jackson, Prince, and Quincy Jones.
Yes.
That's a big statement right there.
I'm telling you.
That's a very big statement.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we're looking
that's my
forward to
next
hearing a lot
project.
more from him, man. He definitely sounds dope so far.
Oh, I'm telling you, his sound, is real music. That's what we missing, is that real feel, And he's so young, so all he's gonna do is grow. And every day I see something different. I'm like, okay, you get it. Like this thing, everyone doesn't get it, I feel like. And he's special, he gets it.
So what's next for you? You got your artist, but who else is on the label outside of Tone?
There's a couple other artists on the label, but I take my time with them, But Tone is, priority right now. And once I get him going, everything's gonna flow. But Tone is most definitely, the house name right now.
Okay. And you brought Tone to record labels?
A couple record labels are looking at them. We're just shopping, but it doesn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep working. Like, I hear, well, we're gonna do a deal this week, we're gonna do a deal. Okay, when it comes, it comes. If not, we're still gonna do what we're gonna do, because we have the money here too.
I feel you. Now, do you feel that you really need record labels these days?
Yeah, I feel like for an artist like Tone, like it helps because he's just not no local joker. He's, he has something in him that could really change the world. Like he makes great music that you need, that extra support, that extra team, and why not? Like you can use it.
Okay. Now, why not work the rap a lot on Tone?
It comes back to the Drake thing. Everything is not for because I have my own label now, and rap a lot is there, but my dad's not really focused on music, like he used to be. He's more into the boxing and everything else. So, I am like rap a lot, so it's the same thing.
Now, outside of your music label, because we talked about how your dad had a lot of different businesses. Like, do you have your hands in other stuff, or is it just all your music label?
Yeah, we have a condom company.
Wait, you have a condom company?
Yeah, we have a condom called Strapped.
Strapped.
Yeah, Strapped, man. It's safe sex, man. Good. So
Okay, strapped condoms. I think I've heard of this actually.
You know,
And you guys have distribution and all that?
Yeah, you just find the CVS's and all kind of places. You know, we sell hay to the horse tracks.
Hay to the horse tracks.
Yeah, the horse track. We have a 1,200 acre ranch. And we have coastal, you know, hay and black Angus cows and all that.
Wow. Because I remember seeing pictures of your dad way back in the day, and he was living on a ranch. Like he had horses in the back and everything else like that. Was that the house you grew up in?
Nah, we always had a ranch. Like we always had a ranch.
Okay.
So it's just, you know, he'd go out there and that's where he going. It's peaceful. He going. And now he got an island, so that's where his peace is at now. So.
Wait, your dad has an island?
Yeah, we have an island in Belize.
Oh, in Belize.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been out there?
Oh yeah.
Did you hook up with Shine when you went out there?
No, he actually DM'd me when I was there, but I didn't really get it till I got back. I was like, oh damn, Shine's out here. So yeah, he had DM'd me when I was there.
Well, Shine's dad was actually the president of Belize.
Oh, for real?
For real.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Shine talk sometimes. I actually wrote him when he was still in prison and stuff like that. So
Okay.
Our relationship goes back. Yeah, no, Shine, because, you know, Shine can't come back to the U.S. after he got deported. So, you know, he set up shop, and, you know, he's from Belize. His dad is the president. You know, not to say that his mom and his dad is split up, so it's not like he was part of that whole situation, but still, right. Your dad's the president. So at the end of the day, like when you look at, you know, the legacy that your father left, what's the legacy that the Jas Prince wants to leave?
I just want to be great, bro. I just want to, you know, just know me for everything that I touch. I made it go. Like, I'm nonstop. I want to work as hard as my dad and do things times 10 that Rap-A-Lot has done. And Rap-A-Lot has made a great impact in the hip-hop world. And I just want to take that and learn from it and do it to another level, which I'm going to do. I started it pretty well, and I'm going to continue it.
Absolutely, man. Well, look, I definitely applaud what you've done. You know, we've seen each other a couple times over the years, but I've seen you, you know, reinvent yourself and keep it moving. I'm definitely proud of you. Definitely happy for you, man.
Thank you, man.
Wish you continued success.
Thank you.
Look, I work with them on Mad. Good guys. Good heart. Good guys. Give you the shirt off their back. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence that they most of their friends are white and got white wives? They like white women? I mean.
Then they develop envy because they go home. They get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house, they girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.